Hopefully we'll live through it.
Yeah, hello everybody, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to our life, or death, or something.
Lots of death. Sidekick!
Oh.
Other sidekick!
Yep. Mini and Troubadour.
Yeah, we're gonna need it!
I'm gonna need it after taking that vulnerability.
Yeah, there's the wings again. That Pally's doing awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the wings through the special effect is part of the problem. Answer is down. Big buffs.
So far, we're holding it. Hello, everyone. We'll be with you in just a moment. As you can see, we're working on our weeklies.
Good news is we've done all the others already. So it's just her. Right. Ooh. Yeah. They have the right idea.
I messed that one up.
Troubadour. Second.
Oh, big kick!
Big kick. Third song.
Oh, that's a lot of bats.
Yes, yes it is.
Big kick!
And the other side. Big buffs if that doesn't finish her off.
That sound is just so painful.
Yeah. Some of the Foley in here. And the tank busters are huge too at this point.
Come on, say the words! Say the words! Thank you!
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Hi Baron. Hi Drago. Hi Doodles.
Oh, there's so many people to give it
It's all
to.
over. Until next time.
I'm giving it to the paladin because of those wings.
Which one was doing that?
Ooh, they're both paladins. I don't
Yes.
know. I just clicked on a pass of something I needed. Hopefully I can get the first one. I think it was the cat girl, but it could have been the other paladin. Actually, everyone here has a sick glam now that I look at it!
I'm very happy with mine, that's for sure. Yay, we won the glam roulette!
Yeah, everyone's here glam is pretty nice. Glam is the true end game. And I think I got it.
That makes one of us.
Oh no!
I did not get mine.
Should I put us in again?
Sadly, yes.
While we head our way to Kryl.
Yes.
Hello everybody, welcome, welcome. I don't know if I said that before. I'm starting to get punch drunk.
One too many words with a vamp. Or one too many rounds with a vamp.
Yeah. Oh.
One too many rounds with a tyrant.
Yeah. Hey, we only went one round. I'm pretty proud of that.
Yes.
I hope everyone is having a lovely New Year's Eve. We wished Action a good New Year's Eve when it turned
Or a good
New
New
Year's
Year.
on the New York, and he's like, "Yay, it's New Year's! I'm going to go to bed."
Yeah. Okay.
Because of course his kid only lasts until 9:30, and then out like a light.
Yep. Average wait time 5 minutes.
There goes someone on a yan.
Yes. Yan can cook you.
Yes, yan can cook you. Ah. Sometimes it's best to just stay indoors and be safe. Our holiday is this,
yes.
so we're actually planning tonight to keep the stream rolling until New Year's California time. And then we will watch Rylea immediately shrivel up into a pumpkin.
Yes. But we don't trust.
Yes,
we
I'm
don't
daring
trust
to.
2025 to see the door out. See out the door on its own.
Ah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is.
You could tell it's been a bad year when
on.
all the streamers are giving their New Year's wishes and telling people, remember, it's okay if you feel like you haven't accomplished anything this year because you survived. And I'm like,
Yep.
Actually, we went down here. So the current plan is to get Rai her last token in dealing with the vamp.
Mm-hmm.
And then finish up MSQ. And then from MSQ, probably do some deep dungeon stuff until midnight.
Now, I was thinking if we kind of run out of immediate stuff, we might finish off with maybe some sightseeing.
Depending on how much time we have left, I think. That's going to be the big
yes.
time factor. Yeah, I know a lot of artists are posting of, this is all the art I did this year, and I'm like, I have maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 things.
So let's see here. A Jedi costume. The hoodie.
No, Jedi was last year.
No, I guess that
Nope.
was good, but those elf, your hoodie.
Yeah.
Some really great Christmas presents you made.
Yes,
for
2
some
hoodies.
folks. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I love my mimics. I think they're fun. I just wish I could have found some of the heavy interfacing, but
Shrugs.
I did the shrugs.
Blouse.
Well, no, you did the hoodies. Shrugs were last year.
Yeah. I did these bouncing icons. Our PNG
Yes.
tubers. Hello, FK! And I did one for Ziznik. I need to do one for your Poon.
And you also did the bouncing icons for the buns.
Yes, I did the bouncing icons for the buns. Yes, hello, FK. I don't know if I said that before. I'm a little punch drunk after going 4 rounds in the ring. Actually, we went 8 rounds today.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Because we did 4 rounds with a friend of ours who hadn't logged in for a while, and she went through the middle section of the Oops. How did I end up back here? Middle section of the Arcadion, and woohoo! That was exciting!
Yeah.
Lots of people who haven't been in there
I know.
lots. The shield looks much better. All things considered.
Mm.
And Sleepless in Trino. Looks like we're just waiting on tanks.
No tanks.
That is correct. We have no tanks.
Yes, we have no tanks.
Now we have tanks!
And don't worry, FK, you're not that late. No spoilers, FK. We haven't unlocked the New Year content yet.
She'll make your tongue rest while freezing your blood. The voluptuous femme fatale!
Yeah, let's see if we can get the saw blades on the first try.
Will you cry out in pleasure or pain?
Buffs are up.
Feast your eyes on the lovely and lethal femme fatale! Will the challenger fall prey to the cruel mistress?
Kick!
Yes. Ooh. Bad angle again. Nearly caught me because of that. I got lucky.
Sometimes luck is what you need.
Yeah, yes, he's a good general, but is he lucky?
This is my show. I will hear you scream.
A wicked
Here we go.
That Patel's poised to execute a brutality.
You have become a stain on me.
He's moved to the back.
Challenger has nowhere left to run.
Oh, other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get tagged.
Hang in there.
Nice.
Wow. That's probably the earliest. Oh, jeez.
Oh, not fast enough.
And she goes through the rest of the cycle anyway. Third song.
This is just. My faithful minions, give me your ether!
It's begun. She's draining the audience. Of their ether.
All of you will feed me.
That Patel's unleashed the ether. The challenger's in her realm now.
Big buffs. Song.
You are a stubborn
Be a
one,
big kick
but
soon.
it is not too late to beg for mercy.
This spectacle of slaughter.
This sequence.
The challenger adapt. It's a veritable rain of death.
Got one.
Been felled with a vengeance.
Song. Boy.
And they're back in action. Now they turn the tide.
Such insolence I have never known. More. I need more ether.
She's draining the crowd's ether again. I hope our dear spectators are feeling all right.
Big kick.
Big kick. Ha. That's why I couldn't tell. Nope.
Yeah.
trapped in the middle of tank busters.
Yeah, those tank busters are huge. You kind of have to be behind her for that.
And they just wouldn't separate me enough.
Those things are so big, it's almost impossible to.
It was quite possible. They eventually did it. It was just too late by then.
Ah! Big kick!
Ooh, thank you.
Other way, Roy! Yeah, there you go.
Nope. All under control.
On your knees, damn you!
Nope. Okay, yeah.
Hurts.
Onward down. Can they recover from this?
Troubadour.
Nice. Come on, say the words. Thank you.
It's all over. Until next time.
Pass.
And FK, when I said no spoilers, I was talking about no spoilers about the next year. Since you're already in it.
Oh. Yeah, this is part of the normal raid series.
Or Dawn Trail.
For Dawn Trail. I think the first raid
Got
series
it.
that you'll be able to go for is the Alex raid. It is considered side content, so you.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
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 Yeah.
I was wanting to think of the ARR one, but that's Bahamut, of course.
Yeah. Binding Coil of Bahamut. Not a good place to start with.
Yeah. But the first normal raid set you will get access to is indeed Alexander, which you get access to after completing Heaven's Word. So if you're moving to Stormblood, you are definitely qualified.
Yeah, Stormbloods is... I don't want to spoil it, so I can't say the name.
And I can't say it for you because I can't remember which one that is.
But generally it's
I know what the Alliance raid is.
Yeah.
Kind of wearing equipment for it.
Yeah, Alliance raids are a lot easier now that you can kind of... The gearing and people have gotten to the point where you can face roll it, except for the trash compactor. People try and face roll the trash compactor, it doesn't work. Fortunately, it only takes like 1 or 2 people who actually know the mechs to make that work.
Oh, for regular raid for Alexander, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what we're going through is the current equivalent to Alexander.
Did you get your item?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay, so we're back on the main story.
Mm-hmm.
You buy Kryl?
Yes.
Let's check with Steen. To think, Maya knew of Kryl's mother. I too am eager to hear the details. Exhaustion aside, Kryl sustained no injuries you need to worry over. Graha?
Good. After that battle, I think we all required a moment. You'd best get some rest too. I mean it. After fighting Femme Fatale, I need a lot of rest.
Yes! Twice! We fought her twice!
Yes!
While I would rather not have tumbled down to the pavement in front of half the city, I am none the worse for wear, thanks to Y'shtola. But what of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Malila. No, I'm good. We're good. No. I know how we can be better. Booze! Booze makes everything better. Okay. Kryl.
Into the mist. Kryl is ready to hear more from Miali. Or is she?
Curious, isn't it? I want to know more than anything. Yet part of me is still terrified. Having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. If everyone is feeling up to it, let us go and have our answers.
Oh, also, I need to channel action for a moment. They said it! They said the name!
Yes! That means this is technically the last quest of the post.
Well, of 7.4.
Yeah, patch 7.4. Post
Or at
game.
least 7.5 and 7.5.5 later.
Hello, Dougie! Oh no, all their dodos escaped! That'll be problems.
Oops.
Dodos are always problems.
Yes. Up.
They're like marbles with slightly larger brains.
I really can't thank you enough for saving us from the Doom Train. You should have heard the cheer from Town Hall at Lumil's announcement.
The conductor?
Yours pretty loud. Pep.
Ah. Okay. Want to start with Lumil?
Give me a moment. Okay. Our new friends. Do you know why grandmother called us here? Both Yanni and I neglected to ask.
Graha?
I find myself feeling anxious on Kryl's behalf.
It's alright. I'm ready to hear it. While the key is the main topic of our conversation, there's no telling what else Malaya might reveal. I had every confidence Lumil would be safe in your company, but it heartens me to see him unharmed nonetheless. How you
That
faring?
was a fight.
Yeah. How you faring? I hope you've recovered from your brush with Doom Train. And did I hear something about a behemoth? Yeah, I was not expecting the behemoth.
Yeah. No one expects the Spanish
Ere I
behemoth.
begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role. Even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came. Alas, our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
She was, which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy. The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, they must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleamed with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now. Here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter, to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
I want to say to explore new worlds, but the second one is also true, except he wouldn't put it as other such
Say it
feats.
quite like that. Yeah.
He'd use just to save lives. He wouldn't necessarily point other such feats of heroism. But both are true.
Save those who we still can would be more like it. Yeah, classic Scion answer. But yeah, let's go for explore worlds yet unknown to us.
Because we be like that.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
And hers.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
Would that we did. But Delilah took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you. They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you? A word of caution, Keeper of the Key. As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands. Oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
Hello.
Yeah. That was not a Milala.
Who is she?
And hi, cat dude.
Yes, hello, cat
Also
dude.
interesting switch over to Lost in the Depths for that part. Which is such a great piece.
Yes, it is. Do, 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 And I guess we're heading out of town.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think whoever she is going to be a bad person. Not with that adorable teddy bear, though, yeah, I could be mistaken too. We have seen worse.
Yes. I can't believe you lot managed to stop the Doom train, fix the barrier, and come back safe and sound. I did chuck all of my pocket change into the fountain for you. You think it helped? Couldn't hurt.
We appreciate the sentiment. Kryla looks like she's seen her first ray of sunlight on a cloudy day. I'm glad she found what she sought.
Lumal and Iani have gone to summon the other Malala we've met from across the city.
I can't believe I have living relatives here. And that they make it seem so simple. Maybe it's just enough to be Kryl. Yes it is.
Yes it is.
If the Malala records were in preservation's possession, I doubt they ever relinquished them. That knowledge must await us back in Alexandria.
Yeah, probably in one of the servers.
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Doom Train. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the Electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Kryl. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words, and our people, will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart. Bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryl.
You too, Aunt Miaili.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin's sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
And that's the scene switch. Hey, Orca.
Okay, you good, Kryl? I'm good. Once we're back in Solution 9...
Has Baron been cutting up onions?
Yes, lots of onions in the kitchen. Once we are back in Solution 9, I would like to relax with a hot cup of tea.
That sounds good.
Shall join you. Nice, relaxing cup of tea. Tea. Sorry.
No.
If safe and reliable airship travel to Treno were possible, it would cut down on the length of danger of the journey. There you have a goal then.
Talk to said. Though we're still in the 9th, it hardly feels like it up here. What a wonder.
It still feels like a bit like I'm dreaming. But even should I wake, I'll remember it. I'll remember them. On a practical note, I am more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, might we first make our way to Resolution? Gossen's going to be wondering about my absence. Heavens, yes! I apologize if I'm keeping you from your duties so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be a part of your adventure, and Gossen will forgive me once I tell him of Treno. Oh, there are certain expansions that just take your heart, rip it out, and stomp on it hard. Yeah.
In a good way.
In a good way. I will admit, after Endwalker, Theron has gotten a little more cocky. Because he has seen things and survived and done, and he has been proud of what he did. So he kind of gets to be cocky about it.
Well, just remember, anytime you need bringing back down to Earth, enter Ishgard. Savior of the world here, defeated all these monsters. Ah, yes, the Ward.
The Ward. Yes! We will forever be known as the Ward.
This is a heck of an airlock.
Well, it is an airlock between dimensions.
Like I said, Aether lock. Hi.
Oh, wrong one. That was not the right one.
Yeah. Minfilia kind of gets damseled and such.
Yeah.
The first one that really hit was Moonbrita, and the one that hit the worst is still Hirschafon.
Oh god, have you seen the Christmas art they released this year?
Maybe?
It's of Moonbrita and Orionji sharing some hot chocolate together. Or Kinder Punch.
Right, yes. Yes.
What was that, dear?
I said wrong lever, Kronk.
Yeah, totally the wrong lever. Well, part of the reason why I've been flubbing is that, of course, I've got the Mount Roulette, which is what I tend to reach for if I'm running around doing mining and gathering a lot. So I've got muscle memory to it. And it used to be just moving a little would cancel that. It doesn't anymore because you can now use the mounts while running. So I fully mount when I meant to cancel, and then, yeah. Sorry. Waffles is displeased. So off to resolution.
Mm-hmm.
And where's resolution?
You're asking me?
Ah, it's in solution 9. We can stop by and get our new tokens afterwards.
Yep. Or turn in our new tokens. We have the tokens.
Yes, we have the badges. We need these stinking badges.
Yes.
Yeah, Barrett's decided to kind of hang with us for New Year's.
It's not like he's doing a Wednesday stream.
Yeah, your next expansion, FK, you're in the middle of Stormblood, aren't you?
Or heading into it, I think he is.
All I will say is that the lead up to Shadowbringers is exceedingly painful.
He's in Stormblood.
Especially when we had to do it because we
But
did it.
after Stormblood is the lead in.
We did it currently, so there was a lot of cliffhangers.
Yeah. Stormblood is not their best section of the story. It's still good. There are some very nice things they do story beat wise in there, which you've already started seeing through the buns. Namely, Xenos.
Xenos, our friend.
You know, the idea of, there being someone out there who really is tougher than you and you're kind of trying to catch up to him during the leveling process was a nice bet.
We don't want to say too much. It would spoil things big time.
No, that's as much as has been seen since the buns have already encountered him twice.
Yeah.
He is a mighty golf club of swords, or golf caddy of swords.
So, slight story with Xenos that's hopefully not too much of a spoiler. You'll see him again as a dungeon boss. I won't say where, I won't say what happens. But when Blue Mage came out, they discovered that if you leave the boss encounter, because Blue Mages were trying to solo him at the time, he will chase you out of the room and keep going. He eventually does reset, but he takes forever to reset. So there was these hilarious things of Blue Mages tagging him and then running and him just following like this great freight train of death.
Accidental
That is
painting.
so Xenos.
Oh, one of the best cartoons was that starting, both of them stopping, getting popsicles from a ice cream truck, and then continuing the chase. I was like, oh.
You might have to show me that at some point.
Oh god, it was hilarious.
And does the Blue Mage trick still work?
Which one?
The kiting him around.
I think so. I don't think they ever patch that because he does eventually reset, so it's working as intended. It just takes him forever, and if you get hit once, he takes you down like half your health. Oh.
It's Xenos.
Yeah, it's Xenos. Xenos should never be underestimated in any fight that you have to deal with him with.
You know, I was just thinking the entire, I'm trying to remember what the full structure is called as opposed to just like Solution 9.
Oh, Everkeep?
Yeah, the entire Everkeep there looks like the reactor from the second Death Star.
Yeah, well. This game has a lot of pros. It does have some cons, because no game is perfect for everyone at all times. But it definitely has more pros than cons for me, which is why we've been playing it for how many years now?
Too many.
Over a decade.
We've played this longer continuously than when we played WoW
Oh, yes.
at this point.
And through more expansions.
Yes. But then again, WoW was always flaky with their expansion releases. Here, the expansions are very much set like clockwork.
Yeah. Well, admittedly, at the beginning, it was done properly. Burning Crusade will be released when it's ready.
Yep.
These days, expansions are more coming out. When can we derail somebody else's release plans?
Yes. Blizzard is notorious for purposely rescheduling when they're going to drop a big release to muck with someone else's already announced release schedule. Not cool.
Now, once upon a time, it was a company of gamers. It isn't anymore.
Nope. For Final Fantasy XIV, the release schedule is effectively every 2 years, roughly.
Longer than that now that they've lengthened the patch cycle.
Because
But in that general realm.
Because it basically is about, they give you about, I want to say 6 months to go through the main story, and then the patch style, the actual story patch cycle, they'll have other patches in between with other content.
Yeah, but the 5 main ones
will kick in, and then we'll probably see the release of the next expansion probably next November. August, November. They like it at
them.
They like it at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Yushala.
We'll start getting details at the FanFest.
Yeah, the first FanFest, which will be in North America in April, in Anaheim, that is when they're going to announce the actual title and drop the teaser trailer. The second one, I believe they will drop, like, the first new job class we're going to get. And the second one, or that one will be in Europe, and the last one will be in Japan. In the Japanese is where they're going to drop the second new job. All the job changes. Actually, no, the job changes come with the press tour that happens after the Japanese Fan Fest. But they'll also drop if they're doing any, like, limited jobs.
Right.
Oh, that sounds like fun, cat dude. I'm
Yes.
sure we can take a night out to swing by and see you guys and have, like, a dinner or something. We'll see. Definitely schedule it with Baron. I'm just kind of floating around.
I've been talking to him back and forth on Whisper.
Okay. Though we learned little of the Asians, our sojourn was more than worthwhile. Yeah, I agree with that one. We're back!
According to the people of Treno, there are yet other settlements in the ninth. We shall have to seek them out one day.
Yes!
Expansion after next?
Gosselin hasn't worn his regulator since his memory was restored. The experience must have affected him deeply. Hey, Gosselin. How you holding up?
Ah, this explains much. I wondered why I'd seen neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you have been?
It's, quite a long story. You're gonna like this one.
It's a while to get through it. However stalwart your companions, traversing the mist continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless.
That I cannot deny, but it availed us so much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relationship with a longtime ally. And, as I did not, in fact, come to harm, I'll spell that inspo.
Should you feel compelled to go on any other excursions in future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand. We'll leave you a note on your pillow.
Yes, of course. It was remiss of me. I apologize. Duty's call is most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, Please, do not hesitate to seek it.
Stoic nod.
You're back. How'd it go? Did you find a way down? Oh, you'll like this one, Shale.
Mm-hmm.
Treno. I've heard the name. Incredible that it sheltered the Malala all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical document pertaining to it are stored in preservation's archives. They could be, though our work isn't done yet. We've made progress We've made progress on decryption. I was on my way to the containment complex to review the data in situ. In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like the information available. We'll contact you as soon as we've made some sense of it. Sounds good.
In the meantime, might I suggest that our warriors of light get a good night's sleep or two? You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next.
Sleep on New Year's? Are you kidding?
And Cryo, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of porcies.
Indeed. While I'm aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treated and Levin afflicted. I shall have to ask your Stola to instruct me. That's right, your Stola has a porksy.
Mm-hmm.
'Tis the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here, in the source. There's nowhere I'd rather be.
Well, maybe nowhere you'd rather be living, but plenty of places that are worth visiting.
Dark City Trino.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Earlier in Trino.
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
Okay. Alright then.
And that's a squirrel from the amusement park. From living memory.
Right.
Oh, my poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Halmerut!
Oh, dear me! Oh.
One need hardly be the warrior of light to notice you. You're far from subtle. As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Ascian?
Yeah.
Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing. Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown. Smaller, that is. And surprisingly cute-ish.
Put me down.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon.
Really?
If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again. And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. Your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
I had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. that my life's work might again bring someone salvation.
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
Okay. They're planning
It's your
a multiple
honest
rejoining, aren't they?
Is it?
Maybe, but yeah, we've just gotten our first.
No,
Wither blows,
It's
fate's
nature's
wandering will.
proclamation.
Gray clouds presage winter's
You are
chill.
way ahead of me.
it echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Oh, FK, you will find out all about rejoinings.
Well, technically, the FK has already had the great speech
Yeah.
of rejoinings that Minfilia did. Rejoinings is when a world, one of the shards of the source, collapses, turns into aether, and then all that aether floods back into the source. From where it originally was
Which,
split
on
off
Source
from.
is perceived as an umbral calamity.
Yeah. The last one was the fall of Dalamud.
No, at least that was the last attempt.
Well, it was mostly successful. It caused a lot of death and destruction and mayhem. It's just we were able to, or at least people were able to
Luswa.
contain it. Mostly Luswa. But he sacrificed himself to do it. Graha?
So now we have some sense of what the overall plot for this cycle of expansions is.
Yeah. And it sounds like the 9th is on the verge of that rejoining. Because it's so...
Well, it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the entire process. Though it's actually sounding more like they're saying that it's not happening and is now going off the rails in a different direction. And will, affect all the shards and probably the source. How much of that is the ASEAN viewpoint on things, we'll have to see. Warm fare thee wells can ease the sting of partings, as we come to terms with an absence not soon forgotten. Tell those we hold dear what they've meant to us, and wish them the best. We should seize that chance whensoever we can.
Were it not for my ties to the source, I would not be able to treat those afflicted with leaven sickness, nor potentially aid my people in other ways as well, as I am very much intend to. There are still so many questions I wish to ask Mayada and about my parents, and even more I hope to learn about the rest of my family. Yeah, the rejoining that caused the umbral calamity that flooded the world is what the Lalafell left Alo Alo Island to migrate across the Great Rift to Trino was.
Yeah.
And the Great Flood was the 8th? No, it was the 6th.
No. Either 5th or 6th. But yeah, one of those two. We're only up to the 7th, which was Dalamud.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's the last one.
Yeah, the ASEAN's main attempt has always been to rejoin what was shattered.
Yep.
The problem is that their methods cause worldwide destruction for the people who are there present. It may be better for the long run, as in millions of years long run, but it is most certainly not better for those in the current now.
Yeah.
Hence why we oppose them.
You'll find out a lot more about that during Shadowbringer.
Which you will get to
That's
long
one where they
before the buns do.
Yeah. The buns be slow.
Yeah, I joked with, oh god, now I'm brain farting. One of our guild mates, who tends to come and go. Suki!
Okay.
Yeah, I joked with Suki saying I only rolled Gyodo, who is my Ara alt, to remind me of the story, and his idea was he wanted to free Doma because that's where it was originally from, internal FCYs. And I was only going to play him up through the end of Stormblood and then probably pop him into an inn, and that's where he'd live happily for the rest of his life. And I blinked and I was halfway through Shadowbringers.
Yeah, the plot kind of grabs you after Stormblood and does not let go for 2 expansions.
You are mostly correct, Orca. They definitely hearken to all the previous games.
On purpose.
On purpose, but they are not one-to-one exact previous games.
No. But yeah, there's also a reason why this is Final Fantasy XIV, and there are 13 shards. And they do purposely have other sources of references to games, notably the Garleans. If you pay attention to what legion you're dealing with, if it's from 1 to 14, that's dealing with a particular game. So if they start talking about, like Legio 2, then stuff around it will be making direct references to Final Fantasy 2.
Yep. The one thing people have to remember with 14, or with Final Fantasy as a franchise entirely, is that they don't have necessarily a combined single world. Now, they have done further stuff with some worlds and exploring them out more, but each of the mainline games is its own world. And what connects Final Fantasy as a franchise is them miming themselves.
Trope.
They are a trope carrier. The entire thing, chocobos. There's always a chocobo in the game. There's always fat chocobos. You're starting to see more Kate Siths.
About 3 or 4.
Has Sid shown up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is a Sid in every game.
Has Biggs and Wedge shown up?
Yes, we have a Biggs and Wedge.
Cactar?
Yes, we have Cactar.
Oh yes. And we even have Pooh.
Yes, we have Pooh. He's one of the more recent ones.
And and Tonberries.
We've now had Yans and Gimme Cats, which come from 9. And Moogles. We've got Loporrits, which come from 6, I believe. Actually, earlier...
4.
Yeah, you're right. Naming Way came from 4.
Or is the one where you go to the... Yeah.
Yes.
Going to the moon and meeting
We have
Lofred's
little stabby tomberries. So, there are similarities. You can see... You can think of Final Fantasy as this is the result of a different timeline splitting off in different directions. So, while some people complain that that makes it difficult, I'm right in the middle of melding.
Oh, sorry.
You're gonna have to wait. Let me get my melds and then I will take your... Wait, my determination's high. I need crit. One of the complaints is that it's not a unified universe, and I'm like, but actually this is one of its strengths. The reason why it's a strength is that you as a player can start on any game and it's self-contained.
Yeah, generally their sequels, there have been a few, are, named after the base game. So like they did a sequel to Final Fantasy X, it was Final Fantasy X-2, going from Roman numerals to Arabic. And then they had 2 sequels to 13, and of course they've had a bunch of stuff around FF7, because that was like one of their big runaway hits. So yeah, they couldn't not touch that. The main exception to all of this is there is one game where they developed an entire world, or the creator for that game did, and they have since gone back and reused that world. That's Evalis, which was originally showed up in Final Fantasy Tactics, and then showed up again in Final Fantasy XII. I think somewhere else, and I can't remember what it would be. Also, the 3 Crystal Chronicle games are all in the same world.
I'm trying to...
what were the Moonbolt Jaws originally from? I think they were from 12, weren't they?
I think the Moomal Jaw were originally from 11.
Yeah, that's right.
$275. Oh, no, that's correct. Okay, so I need to go visit the Twin Adder, but first your materia. Yay!
My one spare.
Yeah, I think the Moomal Jaw were originally from 11, which was the other MMO.
That I believe is right. Well, now that you mentioned it.
And just FYI, Final Fantasy XI is still going strong, despite not really having any updates for years.
Yeah.
And it's a much different style of MMO. It's a very much an older style of MMO.
Oh, right.
You don't dare step out of a town without being in some sort of party. Though they've gotten better about that because they've got NPCs that now help out. I'm going to port to New Gridania because I need to speak with... Actually, no, I'm going to go to Quarry Mill because it's so much cheaper. Like, about half the gil.
Right.
Didn't know if you wanted to follow me or not, as I do some quick maintenance here.
Sure. Ah, come on.
But a lot of the enemies... I think the Ixal are also from 11. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think a lot of the quote-unquote beast tribes, the Ixals, the kobolds, all those were originally from 11, which makes sense if you realize that the original 14 team from 1.0 was the 11 team. And they were trying to update the world and create a new game that continued the saga, and that didn't quite work out the way they wanted. They had some good ideas. They just... Part of the problem is they didn't have anyone do playthroughs until too late in the development cycle. And they realized, no, this game isn't working. Part of it is...
So...
So?
Continue.
Yeah,
I have news on recent events.
Oh, dear. Yeah, they were trying to do things as in modules, which makes sense on a programming end. The problem is that the modules didn't work with a server tick time update, and the engine was collapsing because of it. There were lots of problems. The fact that we have this as a result of them trying to restart things from the ground up, I think is still freaking amazing. And
yeah,
I throw no shade on the original development team, because in theory, what they were doing was actually a pretty good ideas to help make sure the game had longevity and for ease of programming and ease of development, but they didn't play it together fast enough to realize what was working and what wasn't. And that's an easy to make mistake to make, especially on the AAA end of things. So I throw no shade at them.
So we have run into the name Halmarut once before.
It sounds familiar, and that scares me.
Yeah, it's not one that was really familiar to me, but this is more of a you thing.
So what did you find?
Academia a Niter.
Oh no.
As a dungeon, it's got like 3 main areas. The last 2 of which... Well, the last one is the Words of La Habrea. And before that is the Words of Halmarut.
Right.
Namely, phytobiology.
Phytobiology. It's been so long since I've
The
read
boss of which is the Marquis Morble.
Oh god, that thing!
Apparently, yeah, Halmarut was the seat in charge of, like, plant life and fungus.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, both of us.
Did we get a disconnect?
It's DDoS o'clock!
Yeah.
Yeah. No! I came back in.
I did not. I just had sudden disconnect. Exit lag for the win, no doubt.
Yeah, I think exit lag just saved my
It's
bacon.
the first one I've encountered. Yeah, that's the first one I've encountered for a while, though.
There were people saying that, like,
I remember you
earlier
mentioning it.
today, there'd been, like, 7 disconnects. Yeah, I was trying to replace Gilda's helm, and it wouldn't let me because I had the same item in my bag.
Me.
Yeah, Rylea has gone offline. This looks bad for me.
Oh no.
I'm not seeing people move around.
Yeah.
We might... Oh, no! Someone just took off.
Good. Yep.
And that was someone disconnecting.
Server is currently congested. Players in queue, 452.
Oh,
God, that's a pretty big one.
Yes, that is a huge one. I somehow survived it. A lot of people are noticing that if you're on a VPN, you tend to survive it better. It's not 100% perfect. A lot of people are basically recommending the free VPN from CloudShare. I am currently using Exit Lag, and Exit Lag is my friend. Okay, Gilda, you get a good new headpiece. As soon as I find your gear. Helmet and gloves get next week, Gilda. Sorry. Yeah, this is... Well, we haven't started the New Year's off with this. This is still the old year, so...
Yes.
Think small thoughts.
Still winning.
Still winning. But yeah, one of the big concerns that Square's been kind of flopping back and forth with is they want to have a very action-y game to get in what they consider a general audience. But all the fans of Final Fantasy really want their turn-based combat. But they think that turn-based combat cannot be AAA.
If only it was turn-based.
Well, part of the problem is that they're looking at numbers of, like, Call of Duty, which does bring in a quote-unquote general audience, but they're two different, completely different audiences.
Yep.
And part of the reason why Call of Duty has the mass that it does is because it has mass. At some point, the mass just overflows, but that doesn't necessarily make it a good game. And unfortunately,
Also,
what
you want for something like that and an RPG are very different.
Yeah.
$171.
So I think they need to do a little soul searching on their games. Which they kind of have been. I'm still kind of hissing at their wanting to invest in AI technologies. It's like, no, please, no. It's not a bad suit. I mean, getting the gloves in will be interesting.
Here we go.
Yay! Kitten's back!
I live!
Sorry about that.
Hi.
So...
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
I have another one.
Apparently you do.
Don't worry, in 5 minutes I'll probably find another.
You get stuck between your toes and your boot.
I find them between the couch cushions.
Aha. So, what would you like to do? We've got about a little under an hour.
Yeah, about 40 minutes. Well, like I was saying earlier, we could do some sightseeing, i.e. try and find vistas.
Think that'll take up an hour?
It might.
Well, I know one thing. Before we do anything, I need to use the little Elysian's room. I'll be right back.
Okay, fine. Be that way. Gee, thanks. It's these unscheduled make me be entertaining. That's the problem. But I did find a site that actually goes in and gives everything that's known on the Convocation of 14. I don't know the last time it was updated, but not in the last couple of weeks, that's for sure. Since it doesn't have that much on Helmerut yet. So, they do go in and actually identify what all the constellations on the various stones are. With Helmerut's being Libra. Let's see, we are 40 minutes out. I might actually be awake in 40 minutes, who knows? And one question is, let's see, we've done main story, we've done the raid. I suppose that means there's probably Hildebrand to do. Or actually, that's probably in 741.
Yeah, Hildebrand is coming. And of course, 745 is when we get the new variant dungeon.
Ah! Okay. Is there any other new content at this moment, then?
At this particular moment, I think we are done. Now,
Okay.
If
very
you
good.
want to, we have 3 other options. We can either go back into Palace of the Dead with Dark Knight, though that'll be kind of boring levels.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
can start a Heaven on
And
High
it'd
run
probably be
for Dark Knight.
yes.
We could also just say screw it and go into Pilgrim's Traverse. That'll be all new, exciting content.
You could. Yes. Yes, it will. If we're to do something deep dungeonish, it'd be one of the last 2, as we were discussing right before we blew up our Palace of the Dead run.
Yeah,
I'd
it went
wanna move on
kablooey.
to-
I'm sorry.
Not entirely your fault. I'd want to go into Heaven on High simply so I can start seeing the post 60 Dark Knight abilities. And to have a chance of actually leveling at a decent rate.
Your choice.
I'd say either do the sightseeing or do Heaven on High.
Which do you feel more attached to?
It's just a case of we need to do the sightseeing at some point,
This is true.
but we can probably easily get a session of Heaven on High done in half an hour since we'd be near the bottom.
Yeah,
the
sorry,
longest part would
Doodles.
be the travel time.
We do this all the time. Oh, sorry, wrong gate guard. I keep forgetting. One of them always tells the truth and one of them always lies on who opens the gate.
One of them always lets you in and one of them always lets you out. Yay! Chocobo carriage! The best! One thing it's got a canopy.
Hello, Ungneed. As I trip over your name because I'm an idiot.
Agni. Yes, hi Agni.
It's good to see you. And a happy new year to you. We just be hanging out here tonight, and we're
Minus
off to
36.
do silk sightseeing. I guess.
Okay. In that case, sightseeing log. The lowest number.
As I suddenly rip it out of your hands by doing a zone transfer.
Yes, is number 27, which is Shaolani. And we've got like 4 in Heritage Found, and then 2 of the tough ones that don't tell us what zone they'll be in. So probably start in Shaolani. I wouldn't be surprised if one or both of the hard ones are in Heritage Found, since it's obvious we've never really done much looking for vistas there. Okay, right. And the one before and the one after the hard ones that we don't have are Heritage Found.
Of course they are.
Yesterland and Steps of the Speaker. Actually, I suppose they're not herd ones, it's just they don't want to tell you what the zone is. Right. That mixing things up. Okay. So yeah, 1 in Shaolani, 4 in Heritage Found, and then 2 in the final zone.
Right. Okay, marching orders engaged.
Thinking Heritage Found is the final zone. So probably Friday we'll go and do the society quest we've been putting off.
Ooh. Yeah. Mumul John, of course, the Yokoi.
Well, particularly...
I'm getting old! I have to sit and think a minute to figure out what their names are.
Yeah, but particularly the Moonmole Jaw, since we're sitting on their rank up quest. Maybe we can spend some time getting the Yokoi up. I think we're just 1 day out from getting their rank up quest ready. And then, of course, we need to get back to Wachumeki Meki.
Yes. We have more fish to fish.
Yes, we're halfway through that one.
Make Fruity Snacks proud of us.
The nice thing about the sightseeing is we can interrupt it easy.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Being in the middle of combat when midnight hits would not be the best.
My recommendation is if we can get to it, go to, port to Limsa Lominza. Though it's kind of socked in at the moment.
It should change the time of day and therefore the weather, not knowing what to within the half hour. I did apply my glamour.
Actually, if you want to, we can just go ahead and do the New Year's holiday. That started today.
Do it on the buns. They need their excuse.
Okay.
We need their excuse to avoid main story.
Okay. But they do offer a very huge firework display. Be nice if we got it in this place too, but I don't think we do. It's only in the 3 main cities.
Yeah. Okay, so Shaolani.
Yes, off to Shaolani. With my giant cat toy.
Yes. So, let's see. Shaolani. We've got Husatawi. Wonderful names. Mawa Hetsoan. Lake Tuari. Then the missing one. Then Mount Lucis and Saya. And then we go on to solution 9. So those are the ones we have, and then we're missing one.
Could have sworn. I'm thinking there should be one over by the cerulean mining town.
Sure. And we'll split up for some of this. Okay, yeah, Husatawi is the close town.
I'm thinking either it's the native settlement or the mining town. Or it could be the ghost town.
By native settlement, do you mean the one up by Lake Tuari and everything?
No, the Adobe settlement.
Okay. Yeah, this one.
I don't see one here per se.
No.
I'm thinking it's probably the...
Around here seems likely.
My bet is
Fishing
it'd be on one of the big stacks.
Yeah. So if we're not seeing anything, also the rail station would be one to check.
I'm gonna check the ghost town.
Okay. The bandit town.
Yeah. Not seeing anything here.
No, disappointed. It's not at the rail station. The rail station deserves a vista.
Don't forget to check some of the rocks nearby, because it might be a look
Yes.
in.
And, you know, gates and such. I haven't seen anything.
It's being elusive.
Well, if it wasn't, we'd have found it. And long before now.
And of course, these points are really
Okay, and that's
easy
the
to miss
mount.
because they have a very short draw distance on purpose.
Yes. Let's check this side of the ridge.
Only other thing I can think of, I don't think we saw it in the travel log.
Uh-huh.
Is the really interesting cave system with the hieroglyphs. Or petroglyphs, really.
Don't know that I remember that. Canyon? That's where that bit happened. Hush you. Oh, monster. I found it.
Coming to you. That's right near the caves.
But it's not the caves. They're slightly north.
Ah, it's the,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a view.
Continent. "27. Payehapaya. Named in the Shituna language, the Hill of Many Wings has been the nesting grounds of the Yehikaya since time immemorial. The many fossils discovered in the region are evidence of their ancient existence, while the shrill cries of their newly hatched offspring herald their ongoing presence."
Yeah, it's referring to these buggers!
Yeah, which is what aggroed me a couple minutes ago.
Okay, so one down.
Heritage found. That's the only one left here.
Yippee-yi-yi-yi-ki-yi-way? I can't pronounce their names!
So let's see. Solution 9, Solution 9, Solution 9. Heritage found. Wow, okay. So there's like 6 in Heritage found, and we've found 2.
Woohoo!
Which are the Crackling Chasm and the Name Slates, which is a cemetery. I think we might have found that during the course of 7.3 plot.
Yeah, that feels like a 7.3 plot line.
Once again, check the rail station.
That's where we're going.
And after that, we'll split up.
I want to say there's one here, but I also want to say there's not because I'm through here all the time, and I would have spotted it.
Yeah.
Because this
But
is
it
right
seems
next
like
to one of my important nodes.
Yeah. I mean, it seems so important that surely they'd have a Vista for Yasolani Station, but they don't have a Vista for Yasolani Station.
Great, now I have to ride around on super ominous music. Because I got Odin!
I got Titan.
Oh god, it was hilarious.
Yeah, nothing on the rail bridge.
The other day, I was...
Okay,
if
that's
there's
the
anything in there.
namespace.
It's a Yasolani bat! I'm going to ignore you, Mr. Batty.
Deshpiani Village?
But I was coming out of the house, and of course, it being wintertime, there's snow coming out in game.
Okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
No, not of our actual house, but Theron's house.
Okay.
And it was also overcast, like exceedingly foggy. And it was night. And I went, oh my god, Odin has spawned within the housing district!
Oh, yes! Yes, you told me about that one.
Oh. It took me a couple... Oh, right. No, it's just snow. I felt like a schmuck. That was funny.
Nothing at UP's Halo I can find, which seemed like a good thing to have a view of.
Yeah. I'm checking this cave system just in case. I mean, I think we would have found it
Sure.
if it's on foot, but... The bats don't like me much here.
It's bats, man! Thank you, Stan Sakai.
Okay, that goes back to the entrance. And that goes to the hideout. Not seeing any in here.
Ah! Found one!
Ooh, where you at?
The outskirts.
I'm coming in hot!
You do that.
Ah, up there? Yeah.
Yeah. "35, the outskirts. Situated outside the walls of Everkeep, this laborer's town has taken over the buildings of a previously existing Yasolani settlement. The majority of its residents are Tuali-born, yet even as they extol the virtues of a traditional lifestyle, they nonetheless appear to have embraced a certain level of electro-technology. Okay, so that's the second one in Heritage found. And we're missing 1 and 3, and then 4 and 5 are the ones we already had, and then number 6. So 1 especially should be on this side of the wall. Not guaranteed, sadly, but should be. God.
I'm double checking the Spire of Trials just in case.
Sure.
It's looking pretty empty. This place will be buzzing in about a week. Can I go swimming? Nope, no swimming for me.
Doesn't seem to be anything at electric potential.
Now I'm trying to remember, this town, this ruin was actually the ruin of Alexandria, not the ruin of Limblum.
Right. That's old Alexandria. And yeah, there should be something out there. Of course, I say that about lots of places and they don't have them.
Also, the way this town is laid out, it's hard to canvas.
Yeah. I went through pretty much all of that last place before I finally found where the vista was. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, Archeo Alexandria. This would be an interesting place for one.
Nope.
How high?
Ah, found it!
Oh, very good.
Wow, I can't believe we missed this one on foot.
Huh. Wow, way out there. But that makes sense.
Yeah, you can really see parts of the town submerged over here.
Oh, yeah. Huh. $39, Archeo Alexandria.
Did not
These
count.
heavily damaged buildings are
There we
all...
go. Go ahead.
These heavily damaged buildings are all that remain to tell the tale of Alexandria's castle town. It once boasted a thriving populace, but after the storm surge, the ravages of war combined with flooding caused by sinking foundations left behind an unlivable ruin. Yeah, of course you can see across the water there.
I have me
Yeah,
as a
that's
reindeer.
The last of the ones. Perfect. That's the last of the ones in Heritage found.
So we have all the heritage found ones?
No. Last as in sequence.
Ah.
Still missing 2. We had 2, we found 2, there's 2 more.
Yeah, this would be the graveyard back here.
Right. Yeah, it's official. I just got my royalty payment for the month from Wargame Vault.
Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't one for the station either.
Yeah. I am checking down the length of the wall.
You do that.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
It is big and it is long.
Yes, I am riding a reindeer. He throws presents.
Yes. Presently. I was also surprised that there wasn't one at the Electro Strike.
I thought we got the one at the Electro Stripe already.
I don't think so. I'd have to double check.
Yeah, Crackling Chasm. That's the Electro Strike.
Ah, okay. And that's that for the wall. I thought it actually kept going, but it just suddenly ends. And nothing above the railroad tunnel, which would be hilarious.
Oh, I found the Tyrant!
Eh?
Yeah, he's hanging out at the Thunder Yard. Remember, he originally was a hunter.
True.
My successor,
Thank
come all
you.
this way to see how the man you defeated fare? I care not, for I'm satisfied with the outcome of our battle. I learned firsthand how dependent I'd become on the power of the feral souls. Through our clash, I realized I would never reach your strength through ordinary training. That is why I hunt again. Only by pursuing greater threats will I ascend to greater heights. So, do we want to just teleport back to the house?
Ah, there he is. Or to Limsa.
Your choice.
Let's go to Limsa and hope for clearish skies.
Still kind of foggy.
Yeah.
Switch to the F castle.
Ah.
Hopefully I've got the timing right on this. Sorry, I'm running. I might clip you.
I'm on manual, but I'm...
36 million man mode.
With all this techno gear, you better believe it. Now, if I'm right, it should be right and about in here. This is... When the sky is clear, this is one of the best places to see it. Assuming they're doing the New York's fireworks festival. Sometimes they don't. If they don't, we'll cheer anyway.
15 seconds.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Congratulations, everyone. You survived.
No fireworks. I am sad. Maybe they only do it for the Midsummer Festival.
Probably.
Still a pretty view.
Mm-hmm.
And here's hoping this year is better than the last.
Mm-hmm.
So, we were running with Action earlier tonight, and he's on the East Coast. And we're like, so, we're going to be running Arcadian. Are you up for something? He's going, no, this will be the last one for this year. I'm like, okay, fine. We run one. Okay, it's next year. Cue us up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm used to New Year's having fireworks, but that just may be me.
Jack, I don't know. I'm not hearing any outside.
Yeah, we're not getting any in real life.
Of course, it's raining outside, which is going to put a real damper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And certainly dampen the sound from a lot of the, like, small to mid-range ones.
Uh-huh. But yeah, we made another year.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm hearing something. Now I'm hearing something.
Despite the ring.
Yeah.
Of course!
Sure. Well, as... Oh dear.
Distant back here.
I'm sorry for your cats, Drago. But, as threatened, it is definitely time to pumpkin.
Yeah, well.
Had to dry their fuses out.
Head back to the house or
Yes.
follow me.
Here's fine. Okay.
Oh, if you want to.
Start the new year at the Bismarck.
Yeah. New Year at the Bismarck. Well, we got at least a couple of vistas found.
3.
Not shabby, actually.
Yeah. And like I said, it was something we could easily interrupt. But yeah, there's like 6 in there. We had 2. We found 2. There's 2 to go. And there's like 2 left in the last zone. So, we got almost half of what we needed done.
Not shabby at all. And of course, we finished off MSQ. And we got our weekly raid tokens.
Oh god, yes.
So, Friday, Mumulja.
Mm-hmm. And maybe even the Hokoi if we can get a chance ahead of time, which we have some time for.
That we do. Did I lose you? Normally you're right on my heels.
Staying at a nice sedate jog.
I was jogging. See, it even says so in my buff.
Uh-huh. And yet, I have all the bottles. And I'd rather have a bottle in front of me.
Then a frontal lobotomy. Yes, yes.
Their first bad pun of the year. Or bad pun reference of the year.
Yeah. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. It was wonderful to have you along as we continue to putz for the weekend. You all have a good night. Be safe. Be well. And I hope your year is filled with wonders and good cheer.
Yes, everyone. Have a great night and have a great year.
Good night, all.